Some people say a man is made out of mud. A poor man's made out of muscle and blood. Muscle and blood and skin and bones. A mind that's weak and a back that's strong.
Before we're all collectively shoved back into our Lumen-approved cubicles for the Season 2 finale, let's check out the delightfully twisted world of Severance. We are going to attempt to unravel this corporate conspiracy, or at least try to figure out if those waffle parties are worth the existential dread. I have no idea what's going to happen, but this is my theory from what I've seen so far. So you can consider this your pre-finale decoder ring. Obviously, we're going pretty deep in the spoiler territory, so if you're not caught up, please do yourself a favor, get yourself severed, and let your innie binge it for you. They'll thank you. Probably. Alright, so what do we know about Lumen? Lumen has a deeper agenda. It's more than just TPS reports. Turns out those severance chips aren't just about maximizing office productivity. Who knew? We're talking full-blown, consciousness-bending experiments. It's like Lumen's playing God, but with a really questionable HR department. Gemma, or Miss Casey, yeah, she's not really just a file organizer anymore, or a wellness instructor. She's basically Lumen's lab rat, and seems to be a prototype. Now, a prototype for what? The other hints that we've been shown is the cloning facility with the goats. Are they permanently severing someone, mixing that with some kind of experimenting that deals with the cloning? And like, I don't think they're gonna make an army here, but they're doing something. So cloning mixed with the fact that they keep experimenting on Gemma. She's still severed, but it seems like they are about to try to find a way to permanently sever her from who she used to be. Everyone else that we've seen so far, they're not severed from who they used to be. They leave the company, like we saw with Bert and Irving. They are either taken somewhere, and where they're taken to, I have no idea. But something huge is here. Now, we also have the birthing center. The Egans are clearly obsessed with their family tree, possibly because they're trying to grow a new one that does not include pesky things like mortality. And I'm just gonna say it, I really hope that they are dating outside of their own gene pool. Let's talk about Harmony Cobell. It seems like she's gone from a Lumen loyalist to a rebel with a cause. She's still got that Lumen gleam in her eye, but now it's mixed with a healthy dose of, I'm gonna burn this fucking place down. Her gold thimble references, think of those as cryptic clues from a very passive-aggressive escape room. She's gone full burn Lumen to the ground mode. Again, this is just getting myself up to speed before I try to piece things together for my theory. Now, innies and outies, it is a very blurred line. The whole separate lives thing, yeah, that's more of a suggestion than a rule. Turns out your innie might be influencing your outie, or vice versa, which raises some very awkward questions about who's really in charge. We saw that with Heli R and Helena. Lumen is also very good at splitting people apart, not only the coworkers, but even people in their home lives, like Dylan G and his wife. They know what they're doing. Lumen absolutely knows what they're doing. Now, the show is basically asking, what if your boss could literally split your brain in two? And then serving us the ethical fallout on a silver platter. And I am here for it. Alright, here's some quick notes. Lumen's playing Puppet Master with their minds, and we're just dancing to the corp tune. It seems like this may be an attempt for the Egan family's immortality project. That might be what Severance is. They're trying to cheat death, and Severance is their cheat code. Cobell's on a revenge tour right now, and she's got a score to settle. Lumen is about to pay up. The gold thimble as a symbol, it's basically the Matrix red pill, but in a thimble form. A representation of the fakeness of the world that Lumen has created. Severance is building up to a showdown between the people who want to expose Lumen for the weird and evil company that it is, and the people who want to keep all the secrets nicely tucked away in the filing cabinet. Alright, so now we are here for the potential finale scenario and my theory where episode 10 is going to get to. The convergence of Innie and Audi. The finale will heavily feature the blurring lines between Innies and Audis. Mark's journey towards some form of reintegration will reach a critical point. It's likely that a major event will force a full, or at least partial, merging of his two selves. Helly's dual identity as Helena Egan will create a chaotic confrontation. Her Innie and Audi selves will clash, potentially leading to a public exposure of Lumen's manipulative practices. The unveiling of Cold Harbor. The purpose of Cold Harbor will be revealed, and it'll be far more sinister than anticipated. I'm thinking it could invoke attempts to digitally transfer consciousness, or a ritualistic effort to resurrect Kier Egan. Now, we could also see a method of mass mind control, and this is the very, very early stages of human trial. It's absolutely possible that Gemma's role in Cold Harbor will be revealed, and that Mark will be forced to make an impossible choice. Now, on to Cobell. What's Cobell going to be up to in the season finale? Cobell's intricate plan will come to fruition. She's going to orchestrate a move to expose Lumen's secrets, but her motives are going to remain ambiguous. It is possible that her actions will have unintended consequences and that she will lose control of the situation, if not everything. The MDR Rebellion. Irving, Dylan, Helly will play pivotal roles in a coordinated effort to disrupt Lumen's operations. Now, I can really see that Irving comes back here. Now, remember, he was one of the first people to show any kind of symptom of something similar to integration. Now, I know he wasn't going through reintegration, but you guys remember his hallucinations, his paintings, and the note that he left. Also, a big thing is when he was getting on the bus, he wasn't severed. He still had his Innie and Audi knowledge because he was talking to Bert about the love he had for him working with him. I think that they're going to utilize her knowledge of the severed floor to navigate Lumen's labyrinth facilities and expose its hidden agenda. Now, this is not the series finale. In style of the show, they could be the full consequences of the Innie and Audi merging, the full ramifications, and show us a bit of what's going to happen when they're fully merged. Another cliffhanger could be the true nature of the Egan family's ambitions, which I really just want to know now. Please, don't do that to me. Or it could be the fate of Gemma, which I think that is actually more annoying than finding out the true nature of the Egan family's ambition. Honestly, I need to know what's going on with Gemma now. But unfortunately, I do think a major and unexpected death may happen. The first and only true death that we have so far, aside from the security guard, is Petey. So I think, unfortunately, we are due for a death here. I am praying it's not Mark. We see his side effects from reintegration, and I'm hoping, praying that they can do something with his chip or his reintegration to where he's not going to die. Please, Mark S. Can't leave me, brother. All in all, we're going to see the ethical implications of technology and corporate power in a full clash. We're going to see the nature of identity and free will. The struggle between control and rebellion. The season 2 finale will likely be a high-stakes confrontation that pushes the characters to their limit and leaves the audience flooding to Reddit and Twitter discussing what they saw and dissecting new theory. Now, I only had limited time as I just caught up with Severance today, so I really try to do my best to make this not only educational, and I hope it's been entertaining, taking a potential peephole into what the season 2 finale may entail, what's really happening underneath the roof of Lumen. So this video is more of just a discussion of the journey we've gone through in Severance, but mainly I want to see how right I may be. I want to see if I crack the code of not only Severance, but what's going to happen exactly in the finale of season 2. Thank you so much for tuning into DaytripTV. If you've enjoyed a single second of the video, please consider subscribing. And I will have a reaction out. This will be probably just an hour or so after the finale airs, as I gotta edit it down as quick as I can and then process and upload it. You guys know how it goes. So that's about it. One more thing I will say is I'm gonna make a comprehensive video after the finale. This one I'm gonna take a lot more time to spend and see every detail that may have been missed. Oh, and just a fun little trivia type of thing you can do. You guys remember Glasgow and Helly and Helena switching? You can actually see in episode 3 when that was Helly that Helly was Helena R. And there's one major scene that reveals it. So go back, take a look. I think it's just kind of fun. It's kind of just like, whoa, they really care about attention to detail. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Thanks so much for tuning in to DaytripTV. I will catch you on the next one.